All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahawashai Bahashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers, and peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem. Yahawashi Bahashem Rakakwadash, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi. All right, and what I want to get into, this morning, is dealing with how Yahawashi, is getting ready to split, the blessing, with the elect, beginning with the first fruits and trickling down to the rest of, all right, 1/3 men, women, and children, man. We got a great inheritance, okay, that we're getting ready to come into. We're really getting ready to see the perks of being the chosen people. And not only, the chosen people, but the elect of the chosen. The Lord is getting ready to reward. Now, the thing is, this captivity, is teaching us the responsibility of ruling in righteousness. So it's not just about, getting the perks that come with being the chosen. It's about the responsibility of ruling in righteousness first and foremost. And the perks come by default. Okay, everything that we can desire, okay, in righteousness, well, that's going to come by default from us ruling the earth in righteousness, man. Okay, the earth is going to go back to paradise because of a righteous rulership. We're going to get to enjoy family. We're going to get to enjoy substance. We're going to get to enjoy wealth. We're going to have, powers. And we're going to get to enjoy these things in the righteous world. Okay? In the righteous kingdom. You see? We're going to get to enjoy these things in their fulfillment. You see? So, let's go from here. Let's get this real quick in Sirach 37:5. And this is in the GNT. All right, a Good News Bible. So, good investment. About a $7 Bible on Amazon. Good News Translation. Okay, I think it's today's English version. Yep. So going back into it, this is Sirach 37:5. It says, "A real friend will help you against your enemies and protect you in the fight. Never forget such companions in battle. Share the results of your victory with them." So, Lord will, we are the friends of Yahawashi, and as he has gotten a victory over death, okay, and he's coming back to get victory over these heathens, well, he's going to, all right, divide the spoil. He's going to share the spoil, okay? And Yahawashi is a friend. He's coming to protect his remnant, all right, his people, the elect of his people, man, his sheep, okay, the good shepherd, okay? So let's read this again. This Sirach 37, verses 5 and 6. It says, "A real friend will help you against your enemies." You see? And this is why we don't need, all right, a carnal military. We got Yahawashi. Yahawashi coming back. Military. We just got to wait. You just got to be patient. Even if we, all right, are martyred for our faith, guess what? When Yahawashi, okay, returns, we're going to be resurrected. We're still going to be right there. Okay, to see him get down on the enemy, man. If we of the elect, nothing can stop us from seeing Yahawashi getting down on the enemy, man. Nothing can stop us from being changed to immortals and joint heirs with Yahawashi if we are of the elect, man. Nothing can stop that. And we got to go into these times with that type of faith. Okay? Speaking to myself first and foremost. So reading it again, Sirach 37:5 in the GNT, it says, "A real friend will help you against your enemies and protect you in the fight. Never forget such companions in battle. Share the results of your victory with them," man. Okay? So Yahawashi is getting ready to share the results of his victory, man. And as we fight for him in the spirit, as we teach this word and teach righteousness and preach, okay, concerning a righteous kingdom to come, well, the Lord getting ready to fight for us, man. Yahawashi is getting ready to fight for us, man. And the scriptures say that what? Yahawashi has classified, all right, some men as friends, okay? Let's get there real quick. St. John chapter 15 and verse 14. It says, I'll start at 13. It says, greater love have no man than this, that a man may lay down his life for his friends. You see? So when YAHAWASHI, when he, went to the cross, man, he was doing that out of love for his friends, man, beginning with the first fruits. And ultimately, his nation, man, his people, beginning with the remnant, because eventually 2/3 of people are going to come back, okay? And it's possible for them to come back because of what YAHAWASHI did, man. So the blessing of YAHAWASHI is going to trickle down, to all of our people, man. And it's going to be understood that the reason that we get to enjoy the earth and righteousness forever goes back to the Most High and the play he put together, all right, with YAHAWASHI, It says St. John 15 and 14, it says, you are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. Okay? So the Lord has called, the disciples, which represents, the elect, beginning with the first fruit, his friends. Okay? The Lord has called, particular men his friends. You see? So it's a good chance that we could be friends of YAHAWASHI, man. That's why, just for the opportunity, for the thought of the opportunity, man, it should make us show, appreciation, man. Being tapped in, man. Sacrificing for this, committing to this thing, man. You see? It's a chance that we could be friends and he's finna divide the spoil with us, man. Which is the earth, man. He's finna divide everything, man. Power, authority. You see? He's finna divide the spoil. Okay? Well, he said, look, I call you no more servants, but friends. You see? So, Lord will, we partake in the victory with YAHAWASHI as friends, man. Going into this new kingdom as friends of the king. Come on, man. You see? Going back here, let's get this real quick. In the book of, let's get this. In the book of Sirach. I want to say, or Wisdom of Solomon 7. Get straight to the point. Wisdom of Solomon 7 is 27. It says, and being but one, she can do all things, and remaineth in herself, she maketh all things new. Okay, this is wisdom. And what was YAHAWASHI breaking down to the disciples? He said, everything I heard of my Father I have told you. So he was breaking down true wisdom, the understanding of the scriptures, man. Okay, he was breaking down that elite wisdom from on high. Okay, it said, for being but one, she can do all things, and remaining in herself, she maketh all things new. And in all ages entering into the holy souls, she maketh them friends of the Most High and prophets, man. Okay, so Lord will, we those friends who YAHAWASHI is going to divide the spoil with when he returns, man. Matter of fact, let's get this. Since I've been saying that, let's get this in let's get this in the book of Isaiah chapter 53. All right, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 53 and verse 10. It said, yet it pleased the Lord. Yeah, I'll read that. Yep. This is I read Isaiah 53 and I read in the NLT. And jump back over. It says, but it was the Lord's plan to crush him and cause him to grief, which is YAHAWASHI. Okay, yet when his life is made an offering for sin, he will have many descendants. He will enjoy a long life, and the Lord's good plan will prosper in his hands. So what we're seeing playing out is the Lord's good plan prosper, all right, through what YAHAWASHI did. Because through what YAHAWASHI did, it created a grace period for us to be reconciled with our power. Because remember, we was in full okay, um, we have fully, okay, destroyed the first covenant with our disobedience. Okay, the terms of the covenant which required our obedience. Well, we completely, okay, breached that contract. Okay, or that first covenant, man. But through YAHAWASHI, okay, there's a reconciliation. There's a grace period that leads to a new covenant in which we're going to be changed. And that was the Most High plan from the beginning for us to eventually be perfected, man. So we can uphold our part of the covenant and be blessed forever. Okay, as a people, man. Okay, and rule the earth in righteousness, never being in bad standards without power again, man. That was always the plan from the beginning. We had to play it out. We had to go through this process, man. Yahawashi, he had to go through what he had to go through to be, okay, that perfected King of Kings and Lord of Lords, man. You see? To be the head, okay, of the Lord's people, Yahawashi had to go through what he had to go through. And it was all part of the Lord's good plan. You know, and through that, guess what, man? He's going to have, you know, Israel's going to be the sand of the sea. A little one shall become 1,000, a small one, a great nation, where all that plays into what Yahawashi did, man. You know? So Yahawashi was a part of the Most High's good plan towards his people, man. He was a major part of that plan. You see? And this is verse 12. Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great. And he, okay, you see that? And he shall divide the spoil with the strong, because he have poured out his soul unto death. Okay, and we're that strong, Lord will. We endure. You know, the Lord gives us the strength to endure, because our strength comes from Yahweh Shai. Okay, because he have poured out his soul unto death. Okay, and he was numbered with the transgressors, and he bare the sin of many, and made intercession for the transgressors, man. That sacrifice, man. Okay, and we show appreciation to that sacrifice by fighting for him now, going to teach his word now, being an ambassador for Yahawashi now, man. Dedicating our life to serving the King now, man. You see, and he's gonna fight for us, man, and he's gonna divide the spoil, okay, amongst his people, man. Okay, and this is what we got to look forward to, man. And we see the plan in action, man. Everything in motion, man. You see, everything working in our favor. This is Luke 22 and 28. It says, it's in GNT as well, Luke 22 and 28. It says, you have stayed, this is Yahawashi speaking to the disciples, you have stayed with me, all right? You have stayed with me all through my trials. And just as my Father has given me the right to rule, so I will give you the same right. You will eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and you will sit on thrones to rule over the 12 tribes of Israel, man. You know, and they're speaking to the first fruits, man. Okay? They're speaking to the first fruits, Lord will. All right? That we're part of the number, man. May we make it. You see? may the Lord have mercy on us at the end, man. But the Lord said, look, my Father gave me the right to rule. I'm going to give y'all the right to rule. He going to divide the blessing, man. He going to, you know, joint heirs, man. You see, it's Yahawashi talking to his joint heirs, man. You see, and this is the promise of Yahawashi. If we continue with him in his trial, man, because we know there's a persecution to come, and we got to ride it all the way out. No matter what it take us, no matter what so-called loss, because really ain't no loss, man. If we're gaining Yahawashi, ain't no such thing as losing, man. You know? So Lord will, you brothers, all right, and you few sisters edified till next time I say shalom. Kwame Yashala, Abba, soon shalom.